Congratulations, my beloved. Heaven has just approved your miracle. Archangel Michael says, today at exactly 8:15 p.m. the heavens have arranged your divine financial release. And if you are reading this right now, understand this. It means you were chosen, specially selected, surrounded in divine light while you were asleep. This is not a coincidence. Someone in the spiritual realm has been standing up for you, for your money, for your peace, for your freedom. You have cried enough. You have struggled enough. You have waited long enough. And now heaven is no longer waiting. Your breakthrough is not tomorrow. It is tonight. Michael speaks. My child, the vault of God has opened, and your name has been written on the scroll of unexpected wealth. But there is something urgent you must understand. If you skip this moment, you may lose everything that was just about to reach you. Yes, even angels feel sorrow. And I, Michael, have felt the pain of the delays you faced, the jobs that drained your spirit, the debts that stole your happiness, the people who promised help but never showed up. But my beloved, God saw everything, and now He has had enough. That is why you are here. That is why this message has pushed through the veil to find you. Archangel Michael says, I had to call your name into the wind this morning. I asked God one more time, let me deliver this directly to them, not through signs, not through feelings, but through a message they can open, read, and feel deep inside their soul. And He agreed because His love for you is beyond words. That is why heaven is counting down to 8:15 p.m. My child, you are not wrong for dreaming of abundance. You are not selfish for wanting stability. You are a divine soul who has been carrying heavy burdens for too many years. And tonight that burden is being lifted. I, Michael, give you this promise from the throne of God. If you do not ignore this sign, your financial curse will break before midnight. Your name is being written into the book of heavenly harvest. You are no longer under attack. You are now under favor. Now listen carefully to this next part because it will sound like a miracle, because it truly is. A divine transaction is already happening. The angels are adjusting numbers, clearing obstacles, and removing spiritual barriers that have been blocking your blessings for years. And at 8:15 p.m., a heavenly signal will echo within your energy. Some will hear it like a voice. Others will feel it as calmness. But the chosen ones will receive it as real money, a breakthrough payment, a job, an inheritance, or an opportunity they never expected. And beloved, you are among the chosen. Someone you love in heaven prayed for this exact moment for you. I must repeat this because the power within it is sacred. Someone who has already crossed over saw your struggles and stepped in. They stood before God and spoke your name. They asked Archangel Michael directly, please, if one person must be helped today, let it be them. And heaven agreed. That is why you cannot skip this. That is why it is not an accident that you are seeing this right now. Congratulations, says the Spirit of the Lord. You have passed the season of testing. You may not even realize it, but the battle for your finances was never only about money. It was about your soul. The enemy tried to use lack to dim your light, to break your heart, to make you question if God even remembers you. But listen, God never forgot. And Archangel Michael never stopped standing for you. That is why this message is reaching you just before the moment of 8:15 p.m. Let me pause and tell you this. If your spirit feels a sensation right now, if your chest feels warm, if your eyes begin to water, if your soul whispers this is for me, it is because your angels are standing beside you and smiling. They know this moment can rewrite your destiny if you do not skip it. And now, beloved, a short message from the angels of divine connection. If your heart feels touched and you wish to keep receiving messages like this, subscribe now so heaven can always find you when the time is urgent. God's timing is everything. So is yours. Subscribe so no future message from heaven gets blocked again. Now let us go deeper. Because what is coming to you is not just money. It is financial resurrection. There is a specific amount coming your way. And Michael says, it is more than you asked for because heaven always multiplies. You will soon look at your account and say, how did this happen, where did this come from? But your spirit will already know it is from heaven. And before doubt returns again, listen closely. Archangel Michael says, every time you were rejected, every time you were underpaid, every time someone cheated you or ignored your talent, I was watching and I recorded it. Not one moment of unfairness escaped heaven. That is why you are being repaid now. God has reversed the spiritual law that worked against you. And Michael is now activating a heavenly recovery decree. The wealth stored by the enemy, the money that was blocked, hidden, delayed, stolen, or held back is now being released into your life. But only if you accept this moment. Only if you allow this message to become a divine yes inside your soul. Beloved, there is something more you must understand. At 8:15 p.m., if your spirit resists, if you skip this message, if your heart closes, that door may pass by. This is not a threat. This is how free will works. You must choose to believe, to open, to receive. And Michael says that is all heaven is waiting for. One yes from your heart. Close your eyes right now for 5 seconds. Breathe. Feel the energy around you. This is not just air. This is angelic presence. Your surroundings are shifting. Even your home will feel different tonight because abundance is not only money. It is peace. It is divine timing. It is protection. And tonight you receive all of it. Do you feel it now? That shift, that inner knowing, those chills, that is confirmation. Now that you are here, now that you have stayed this long, your miracle has already begun. And my child, understand this gently, when heaven begins a miracle, it does not leave you without guidance. It gives you a path you can follow step by step, so you do not fall back into confusion or fear. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated. Just small faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, if you are ready to release this burden, begin today. The link is in the description, and in the comments below. Because what has already started in your life will now begin to unfold in ways you cannot yet see. Michael says, now speak it out loud. I receive my 8:15 blessing. I do not skip this. Heaven is listening. Your words will not return empty. And tonight, when it happens, whether it is a payment, a call, a cash flow, a refund, or a message saying you are approved, you will remember this message. You will say thank you Archangel Michael, thank you God, you did not forget me. And we will smile because we never forgot. We only needed your yes before time passed. You are still here. That means you were meant to be here. That means the heavens are still speaking and your spirit is still listening. And beloved, this changes everything. There is something powerful about those who do not scroll away when the world tells them to move on. Something sacred about a soul that pauses and wonders, what if this is real? And you just did what most people do not. You opened your heart wide enough for heaven to enter. And Archangel Michael is still with you. Yes, even now. Even if your mind doubts, even if your room is silent, that silence is filled with angels, that stillness carries messages. Tonight is not about seeing something dramatic. It is about feeling something you have not felt for a long time. Safety, peace, connection. God did not bring you here to create fear. He brought you here to remind you, I never left you. Every moment you felt alone, you were not alone. Every night you cried quietly, you were heard. Every prayer you whispered through pain did not disappear. It was building something. And tonight it arrives. You may feel different right now. Light, emotional, calm, or restless. It is spiritual. You are not losing control. You are being cleansed. Your body is responding to what your soul has been longing for. Divine presence. This is the shift. And no, you are not late. You did not miss your moment. You are exactly on time. God had this kept aside just for you. And the fact that you are still reading shows how open your heart truly is. You will begin to notice small confirmations now. Something someone says, a song that plays out of nowhere, a memory that suddenly comes back. Pay attention. These are not accidents. These are divine threads gently reshaping your life, bringing clarity, alignment, and yes, the miracle you have been praying for. Do you remember that one thing you asked God for years ago, but later stopped hoping for? It did not disappear. It has been growing quietly beneath the surface. And very soon, it will rise. And you will understand that it did not come when you thought you were ready. It came when heaven decided the time was perfect. You are living proof that God restores time. That no matter how far you feel you have gone, the divine can bring you back, restore you, and even make you stronger than before. You were never too broken, never too complex. You were simply in a process. But tonight, that process turns into a promise. That feeling in your heart, that deep ache, it is the old timeline leaving and the new one beginning. From now on, you will feel less connected to chaos. You will naturally distance yourself from people who drained you. You will feel uncomfortable with anything that does not match peace. That is not mood. That is not anxiety. That is discernment. Your soul has grown. Your spirit has awakened. Your inner guidance has activated. Things will begin to fall away from your life. But do not be afraid. That is protection. That is pruning. That is space being created for what truly belongs to you. Let it go. Let it fade. You will not need to chase anymore because what is yours will begin to flow toward you with ease. People, ideas, opportunities, even healing, they will come not because you are forcing them, but because you are finally aligned. Heaven wants to tell you something deeply personal now. The tears you cried in silence were counted as prayers. The loneliness you felt was seen. The heartbreak you carried was not wasted. Every disappointment planted a seed that is now growing into divine favor. And now you will begin to attract what matches your healed energy. The right people, the right connections, the partnerships chosen by heaven. You may feel surprised at how suddenly they appear. But this is your new frequency. The world has not changed, you have. People will notice something different in you. They will say you seem lighter, you seem brighter, something about you feels different. And you will smile because you will understand. You walked through the fire and came out stronger. You heard the voice of the Archangel in a moment you almost ignored. And that one decision shifted everything. As you rest tonight, speak life over yourself. Even if your voice feels weak, say it softly. I am healed. I am whole. I am aligned with God. My angels walk before me. I am no longer afraid. The moment you say this, every lie that once held power over you begins to fade. You have reclaimed your soul. You have taken back your light. You have remembered who you are. And if tomorrow feels heavy, come back to this message, read it again, keep it close. Heaven does not speak once and disappear. It stays. The same Archangel who is with you tonight will step into tomorrow before you do. He will guard your path, your thoughts, your choices, your dreams, your future. Now rest. Let heaven move while you sleep. And when you wake, do not expect just another day. Expect a new beginning. You stayed. You allowed heaven to pour into you without turning away. And because of that, something has settled within your spirit that cannot be taken from you. No storm can shake it. No person can break it. No fear can remove it. You are covered by a divine decision. Heaven has declared you protected, aligned, chosen. Even if everything around you does not change overnight, you will. And that changes everything. Tomorrow you may wake up feeling different. You may not have the words for it. But you will feel lighter, calmer, clearer. And the weight you have been carrying may feel easier. That is because tonight you released it. You stopped holding what was never yours to carry. And heaven, beloved, has received every piece of it. Every doubt, every silent question, every why me. All of it is being held with care. And you are being held too. Even after this message ends, Archangel Michael will remain with you. He will stand beside you tomorrow, and the days after. You may even notice yourself speaking more kindly to yourself. Words you did not realize you needed. That is Michael guiding truth through your own voice. That is healing beginning within. You are now standing between what was and what is about to be. And know this, what is coming is greater than what you lost. Do not fear the unknown. The unknown is simply unseen miracles. What if what you are afraid to lose is exactly what heaven is replacing with something better? You do not need to understand everything to move forward. Just follow peace. Trust that the next step will be revealed as you go. This is not blind faith. This is guided faith. And you are not walking alone. You are supported. You are covered. You carry a truth within you now that cannot be erased. Heaven chose me. You spent so long waiting for the world to recognize your worth. But now you understand your worth was never meant to be questioned. It was already decided by God. What belongs to you cannot be taken. What has been promised cannot be delayed anymore. What is meant for you is already on its way. And maybe very soon, something will happen that confirms all of this. A moment that feels unexpected, a message, a shift, a breakthrough you did not chase. That will be heaven reminding you, I am here, I never left. It will come when you least expect it. Do not force it. Allow it. Tonight is not just about one moment. It is about a new alignment you have stepped into. And the more you listen, the clearer heaven becomes. You will begin to sense guidance in ways you never noticed before. In music, in silence, in timing, in small details, you will feel it. You may start noticing patterns, repeating signs, dreams that stay with you even after waking. This is how heaven communicates. This is what it means to be awake spiritually. And now you are awake. You are aware. You are walking with angels. You are no longer afraid of darkness because you now carry light within you. Do not let anything dim it again. Not doubt, not people, not fear. You are on sacred ground now. And wherever you go, heaven goes with you. Take a slow breath. Place your hand on your heart and remember this. You are safe. You are seen. You are guided. You are loved. You are free. And this is only the beginning. And even now, in this quiet moment, something sacred is unfolding. Not in rush, not in confusion, but in a steady and peaceful rhythm of divine timing. Heaven does not move by the clocks of this world. It moves with the rhythm of your soul. And your soul has finally said, I am ready. And because you said yes, everything that was waiting for you in the spiritual realm is now being released. Not just for tonight, but for everything ahead. You may not yet see what is opening, but it is already happening. Doors, healing, clarity, connections. This is not imagination. This is the reward for trusting this moment. Archangel Michael has placed a mark upon your home. Maybe your eyes cannot see it, but your spirit already recognizes it. A seal, a covering, a declaration written in light. This place is protected. You may feel a gentle warmth as you sleep. You may wake feeling lighter. You may even notice that the dreams you once had as a child begin to return, not just as memories, but as callings, because God is not only restoring what you lost. He is restoring who you were always meant to become. And this restoration will not feel forced, it will feel natural, like something inside you remembering itself again. You have been waiting for something beautiful for so long. And now that waiting is ending. Not because the world suddenly changed, but because you did. You said yes. You showed up. You opened your heart. You allowed yourself to believe in what you cannot see again. And that alone makes you a miracle. Yes, you. The one who felt overlooked. The one who was told they were too sensitive, too emotional, too much. Heaven says you were never too much. You were always created for more. You were always meant to carry a depth that others could not understand. Tonight, a generational curse has been broken. Not through force, but through your heart. You stood in faith. You listened. You trusted. And now what was blocked is flowing again. You will notice it in unexpected favor, in sudden understanding, in divine reversals, in restoration where there was once loss, in joy returning without warning. All of these are signs. All of these are confirmations. All of these are proof that this was not just a message. This was a visitation. And this moment will stay with you longer than you expect. There is no returning to numbness now. No returning to noise. You have been touched by the light. And now that divine moment has awakened something within you. You will begin to notice when the energy in a space feels off. You will sense when someone's presence does not align with your peace. You will recognize what feels divine and what feels false. Do not question that awareness. That is discernment. That is your angel team working with you now. That is your spirit learning to protect itself in a new way. Do not be afraid to step away from what drains you. Protect your peace. Guard your joy. Stay aligned with your purpose. This is what true spiritual alignment feels like. From this night forward, expect signs. A feather, a familiar name, a scent that reminds you of someone who has passed, a song you have not heard in years suddenly playing, repeating numbers, a message in a dream. Do not ignore any of it. These are divine signals. Messages from the light saying we are still here, we are still walking beside you. And each sign will feel more clear than the last. Your path may not always feel easy. But it will no longer feel lonely. Can you feel it? That calm stillness around your heart right now. That peace that does not need explanation. That is God. That is the presence of the Holy Spirit near you, gently saying you do not have to carry this alone anymore. He sees the worries you have not spoken. The weight of your decisions. The fear of what is ahead. And He is saying, give it to me. Let me carry it. I already know the way. And I have already prepared what comes next. Archangel Michael smiles tonight. Not because every battle has ended, but because you have stepped into your strength. You remembered your light. You received what was meant for you. You allowed heaven to enter your life. And that alone makes you unstoppable. Darkness may still try to approach, but it will meet a home filled with light. And light always wins. And even the smallest light is enough to push back the deepest darkness. As you close your eyes tonight, do not rush. Let your soul speak. Let your spirit whisper the prayers you once forgot. Heaven does not require perfect words, only honesty. Say what is in your heart. Let your tears fall if they come. Let the silence hold you. Let the presence comfort you, because you are no longer reaching into darkness. You are being held. And this time, you will feel that support in a way you have not felt before. And when you wake tomorrow, expect something to feel different. Do not rush to your phone. Do not let the world take your attention first. Sit with the peace. Notice it. Thank heaven for it. Say I feel you God, thank you for staying. Let that be the first thing you speak. And watch how your day shifts. And as the day moves forward, you will notice how things begin to align more gently. This is not the end of a message. This is the beginning of a new life. You are chosen. You are protected. You are called. And you are deeply loved. And you are still here. That means your soul already understands this was never just words. It was a calling. A reminder from God that something greater is working behind the scenes, that you were never forgotten, not even for a moment. And that reminder will stay rooted inside you. Your name was spoken in heaven. A decision was made tonight. The light has already won in your life. And nothing, not fear, not doubt, not darkness, can undo that. If your heart feels faster right now, it is not fear. It is recognition. Your spirit remembers this feeling. This is what truth feels like. This is what divine presence feels like. And this feeling will guide you forward from here. You have been through so much. You carried pain so deep it silenced you even in crowded places. You felt unseen, even by yourself. But tonight, heaven brought you back into the light. The real you, the chosen you, the anointed you, is rising now. There are angels moving through your space right now. They are sealing every opening in your heart left by old pain. They are closing doors that no longer belong in your life. They are loosening the knots that anxiety tied around your spirit. And they are restoring a sense of peace you forgot was possible. This is happening in reality, not just in words. You will feel lighter when you wake. You will notice how chaos no longer sticks to you the same way. Because your home, your soul, is now marked. Marked by heaven. Marked for purpose. Marked for protection. And that mark will remain with you as you move forward. Do not be surprised if you begin losing interest in things that once distracted you. That is your spirit clearing itself. Do not panic if relationships begin to shift, if people move away, if routines change. That is the shaking before the building. That is God removing what was never meant to stay so that what is prepared for you can finally come. And what is meant for you will not miss you. And what is coming is powerful. Your finances, your health, your relationships, they will begin to align in ways they have not for a long time. Because the resistance that once held everything back has now been broken. When you accepted this message, you did not just receive words. You received covering. You received alignment. You received divine support. And that support will continue beyond this moment. There is no force stronger than a person who is aligned with heaven. And that is who you are now. From this moment forward, notice how you feel in different spaces. This is God teaching your spirit to recognize peace and to sense danger. You are learning discernment on a deeper level. You are becoming more aware with each passing moment. You will begin to notice patterns, signs, small details that others ignore. That is not a burden. That is a gift. Because you are now a gatekeeper. A carrier of light within your home, your family, your generation. What you touch will begin to heal. What you speak will begin to shift. Wherever you go, heaven will go with you. And that presence will never leave your side. Even the people who once hurt you will start to feel a quiet conviction in your presence. Not because you try to punish them, but because your energy now carries divine truth. Stay humble. Stay soft. Stay open. God will handle everything else. And when fear tries to return again, remember this night. Remember this exact moment. Remember how your heart softened. Remember how your chest felt lighter. Remember the warmth, the calm, the clarity that surrounded you. That was not temporary. That was not imagination. That was God. And He never leaves what He begins. You will receive confirmation. Trust this deeply. Whether it comes through dreams, through repeating numbers, through signs from strangers, heaven will remind you that this was real. You did not create this feeling. You felt it because it was true. And from this point forward, you will never be the same again. So now, as your night continues, walk slowly, breathe deeply, speak gently, allow the peace to settle, allow the silence to guide you, and say this one last time before you sleep. Archangel Michael, thank you. I honor your presence, God. I accept your will. I release my plans. Let your light fill every room, every shadow, every thought, every fear. I am safe. I am seen. I am held. And so it is. This is your divine beginning. You have come home. You are still here. And beloved, heaven is smiling because you did not run from the light. You moved closer to it. Every time you chose to continue, your soul leaned in deeper. Every word you received became like healing oil, gently restoring the places inside you that life, heartbreak, and fear tried to break. And now you are different. You do not need anyone to tell you. You feel it. You know it. You are no longer who you were before this moment. There is a reason your heart did not let you scroll away. A reason your mind stayed open even when it felt tired. Because the part of you that belongs to heaven, the eternal part of you, recognized this moment. This was not just a message. This was a visitation. You were visited tonight. Your home was visited. Your atmosphere shifted, not just through words, but through angels and through the love of God that has always been reaching for you, even when you were not reaching for Him. From this moment forward, you will begin to notice the difference. The weight will not feel as heavy. The fear will not sound as loud. The chaos around you may still exist, but it will not consume you the same way. You will feel stronger than it. You will not be swallowed by your storms. You will rise above them, because now you remember who walks beside you. Archangel Michael will continue to watch over your dreams tonight. And when morning comes, something will feel different. You will remember this peace. You will hear silence, but you will feel presence. And that will be your confirmation that heaven has not gone anywhere. In the next 3 days, expect unexpected signs. Divine alignments that were prepared just for you. You may meet someone from your past. You may hear a conversation that answers a question you never spoke. You may receive a message, small but exact, that brings a quiet joy to your soul. Do not ignore these moments. They are not random. They are heaven speaking again. Tonight is for rest. Let peace wrap around you. Let your heart release its armor. You have fought enough battles. This night is not for war. It is for healing. This night is not for defense. It is for receiving. And if doubt comes back tomorrow, if fear tries to enter again, say it out loud. No, I was visited by heaven. I am protected. I am chosen. I am not alone. Repeat it until your voice becomes steady. Repeat it until the energy shifts again. Because now you remember how to call on the divine. And if you ever feel distant again, if life pulls you away, if pain makes you forget, come back to this message. Read it again. Let it enter your spirit like breath filling your lungs. It will always be here, meeting you where you are, just like heaven always does. Archangel Michael is still whispering your name before God. He is still carrying your name in light. And He is still watching your home, your heart, your path with unwavering love. So breathe deeply. Sleep in peace. Wake in strength. Walk into tomorrow like someone who has been seen by God, because you have. This is not the end. This is your beginning. And heaven walks with you in every step. You are still here. That means your spirit has not only heard this message, it has agreed with it. There is something inside you holding on tightly, like your soul recognizes these words as a truth it always knew. Archangel Michael is smiling now. Because you did not just hear the call, you answered it. And that answer has already shifted your future. And if doubt comes back tomorrow, if fear tries to return again, say it once more. No, I was visited by heaven. I am protected. I am chosen. I am not alone. Repeat it until your voice becomes calm. Repeat it until your energy aligns again. Because now you know how to return to this truth. And if you ever feel far again, if life pulls you away, if pain makes you forget, come back to this message. Read it again. Let it fill your spirit again. It will always be here, waiting for you, just like heaven always waits. Archangel Michael is still speaking your name before God. He is still carrying your name in the light. And he is still watching your home, your heart, your path with steady love. So breathe deep. Rest in peace. Wake with strength. Move forward like someone who has been seen by God, because you have. This is not the end. This is your beginning. And heaven is walking with you every step of the way. You are still here. And that means your spirit has accepted this truth. There is something inside you holding firm, like your soul remembers this as something it always knew. Archangel Michael is smiling even now. Because you did not ignore the call, you embraced it. And that decision has already begun changing your life. Something sacred has now been sealed over you. And yes, tomorrow will feel different. Not because the world suddenly changes, but because you have changed. Your spirit is awake now. You are aware. And nothing dark can enter without meeting the light within you. You may notice people looking at you differently. Your energy will feel different. Others will sense it when you enter a space. That is heaven shining through you. That is divine authority returning to you. That is what happens when a chosen soul remembers who they are. And if emotion rises again, let it. Let your tears fall. Let them bless this moment. That is not weakness. That is release. You carried so much, and now that weight is no longer yours. You released it tonight. And heaven received it fully. You no longer carry guilt. You no longer carry shame. What you carry now is light. As you sleep, do not be surprised if your dreams feel more real. Some will bring messages. Some will bring clarity. And one dream, soon, will show you something you never even allowed yourself to imagine, a glimpse of your divine future. It will feel real. It will stay with you. It will guide you. Watch for it. It will come. Before you sleep, prepare your space. Speak life into your room. Say quietly, I am ready. The angels are already listening. Archangel Michael has already stepped forward. He knows what to protect. He knows where to stand. You do not need to guide him. Just allow him. He was created for this. You are no longer exposed. You are surrounded. There is nothing small about your future. Do not shrink yourself anymore. Do not settle. Do not shrink your dreams just to fit into someone else's comfort. You are not too much. You are exactly enough for what heaven has planned for you. You were born for spiritual territory. You were created to speak, to lead, to love, to see clearly, to break cycles. That is why darkness tried so hard to silence you. But it did not win. You are still here, still chosen, still rising, and yes, more signs will come. Watch for repetition. Watch how things begin falling into place faster than before. Watch for divine interruptions, those moments when something delays you or redirects you and later you realize it protected you. That is angelic timing. That is heaven adjusting your path in real time. You will also notice who slowly drifts out of your life. Do not grieve it. Some people were connected to a version of you that no longer exists. When you rise, not everyone rises with you. That is not abandonment. That is elevation. That is God creating space for the right people. The ones who honor your light. The ones who do not fear your calling. The ones who remind you who you are when you forget. Keep this message close to you. You may feel called to return to it again and again. That is okay. Let it wrap around you like a spiritual covering whenever the world feels heavy again. You are never alone. You are never without support. Heaven has an entire army assigned to your name. So rest now. Not only your body, but your spirit as well. Understand that this message did not end with words. It started something eternal. And if you ever feel like slipping again, do not be afraid. Heaven is not judging you. Heaven is covering you with grace. Grace is not earned through perfection. Grace flows through love. And the love heaven gives never runs out. Archangel Michael remains by your side. His sword is still raised. The air around you tonight is filled with protection. No evil can pass. No fear can take root. No curse can settle. And tomorrow will feel new. Because tonight you remembered who you are. You are seen. You are protected. You are chosen. And you are deeply loved by heaven. Sleep in peace, child of light. We will be with you when you rise. And even though this message feels complete, your soul is still open, still receiving, because what heaven began in you tonight is not meant to end here. This is only the beginning. The light that touched your heart does not fade when the moment ends. It stays with you. It breathes within you. It walks beside you. You do not have to return to the heaviness you once carried. Leave that weight here. Let those fears fall away. That loneliness is already being replaced by presence. Archangel Michael will not step away from you. Not after tonight. A divine covenant has been formed. You may not see it, but it is real. It is lasting. As you move into tomorrow, everything around you may look the same, but you will feel different. Because heaven does not touch a soul and leave it unchanged. You will notice subtle shifts. You will feel drawn toward what lifts you. You will step away from what drains you. And you may wonder why you accepted chaos for so long. That is because your soul now remembers what it feels like to be protected, loved, and awake. If you feel the urge to cry in the coming days, allow it. Let the tears flow. That is not weakness. That is cleansing. You are releasing not just emotions, but old layers that no longer belong to you. Heaven is clothing you in light now. You may notice changes in your sleep. Your dreams may feel more vivid. You may even wake at 3:33 a.m. Do not be afraid. That is a divine hour. If it happens, speak softly. Michael, I am listening. And sit in stillness. The presence you feel will be undeniable. Archangel Michael will not step away from you. Not after tonight. A divine covenant has been made. It is unseen, but it is eternal. As you step into tomorrow, the world may appear the same, but you will feel transformed. Because heaven does not encounter a person and leave them unchanged. You will notice small changes. You will be drawn to what brings peace. You will walk away from what disturbs your spirit. And you will realize how much you tolerated before. That is because your soul now remembers what it feels like to be aligned, protected, and awake. If emotion rises again, let it rise. Let your tears fall. That is not sadness. That is release. You are shedding what you no longer need. Heaven is restoring you in light. You may notice your dreams becoming clearer. More vivid. More meaningful. And one of those dreams, very soon, may reveal something you never even allowed yourself to imagine, a glimpse of what is coming. It will feel real. It will stay with you. It will guide you. Watch for it. Someone may reach out to you in the coming days. Someone you felt distant from. It may seem unexpected, but nothing is random now. Pay attention to their words. Listen with your spirit. Heaven may be using them to deliver something meant for you. Do not overlook it. You may begin seeing the number 7, or feathers, or light appearing in unexpected places. These are not for curiosity. These are confirmations. Signs that you have stepped into a protected space of divine communication. You are no longer in confusion. The enemy cannot confuse you anymore. Fear may still knock, but it will not enter. Doubt may whisper, but your heart will not shake the same way. You will begin recognizing truth by the peace it brings. And you will walk away from anything that disturbs that peace. That is not weakness. That is wisdom. And you are growing in it. Archangel Michael continues to fight for you. Silent battles, unseen battles, battles you may never fully understand. But you will know you were protected. Because what should have harmed you did not. What should have broken you could not. What should have delayed you failed. Because you are no longer walking alone. You are moving with heaven around you, within you, guiding you. And listen carefully, because this matters. Do not return to small thinking. You are not the same anymore. You are not ordinary. God created you for something meaningful, something powerful, something that carries weight. The reason your past felt heavy is because your calling carries weight. But now you are awake, you will carry it differently. Grace will replace struggle. Flow will replace resistance. If you feel led, speak this out loud now. I walk in the presence of the Most High. I am protected. I am chosen. I am filled with light. I do not fear tomorrow. Heaven is already there. I welcome divine timing, divine connections, divine peace, and divine miracles. I say yes to every plan God created for me. I release every plan that was meant to harm me. Your words carry power. Speak them. Believe them. Feel them become real. Your home, your body, your soul, everything has been marked tonight. Even the atmosphere around you will feel different. Even the energy in your space will feel aligned. Archangel Michael remains near. You will feel his presence when you need it most. In quiet moments, in difficult moments, in unexpected moments, when everything feels overwhelming, you will sense it. You may hear a thought. Feel a presence. Notice a sign. That is how he reminds you, I am still here. Do not stop. Keep your heart open. Heaven will continue to send signs through music, through numbers, through light, through conversations, even through strangers. Pay attention. Nothing is random anymore. Everything has meaning now. Everything is guiding you forward. You are sacred. You are safe. You are strong. You are not broken. You are being built. You are not behind. You are being aligned. And no, you did not miss your miracle. You are the miracle. The light now lives within you. It cannot be taken away. This is your time. This is your rising. And heaven is proud of you. Even now, as these words continue to reach you, heaven has not stepped away even for a moment. In fact, the more you stay open to this moment, the stronger that presence becomes around you. That tingling in your body, that lightness in your chest, that warmth rising through your skin like a gentle fire, that is not your imagination, that is confirmation. You have opened a spiritual door, and now the space you are in is filled with angelic presence. Not just observing, but working, clearing what no longer belongs, making space for divine miracles to enter your life. Do not rush away from this. Do not treat this like just another message or sound. This is sacred ground. You are not listening with your ears, you are receiving with your spirit. And this message is not finished. Not until it finishes transforming something inside you. Because there is one more truth heaven needs you to hear. One final truth your soul has been waiting for. You were never created to live in fear. Never meant to shrink yourself. Never meant to exist with your wings held back by doubt and pain. You were made to rise. You were made to feel deeply. You were made to shine so brightly that darkness cannot stay comfortable around you. But the world taught you to dim that light. People told you to be smaller, to be quieter, to be safer, and for a time you listened. But heaven never gave up on the fuller, brighter, stronger version of you that still lives within. And tonight, that version is awakening. You have been told you are too emotional, too intense, too deep. But heaven says perfect. That depth is where miracles flow. That intensity is what clears confusion. That emotion is your compass. It is your connection to the divine. Stop hiding it. Stop apologizing for it. That is not weakness. That is strength. And from this moment forward, you will begin to see that strength again, slowly but surely. You will start remembering the promises God whispered to you long ago. You will begin to see pieces of the vision you once thought you lost. The dreams that felt buried were never gone. They were resting, waiting for the right moment, waiting for you to be ready. And now you are ready. You are finally ready. There is a door in front of you, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. It has felt closed for so long. But right now, the lock is beginning to break. And on the other side is the life you have prayed for. Peace, stability, clarity, purpose, protection, gentle love, all of it is there. And heaven did not just hand you the key tonight. Heaven opened the door for you. The question is, will you step through it? Not with fear. Not with the past holding you back. But with open hands, with renewed faith, with a belief that you are worthy of goodness. You are worthy of miracles. You are worthy of divine timing. And the truth is, you always were. You have been told you are too emotional, too intense, too deep. But heaven says perfect. That depth is where miracles flow. That intensity is what cuts through confusion. That emotion is your inner guide. It is how you speak with the divine. Stop hiding it. Stop saying sorry for how deeply you feel. That is not weakness. That is power. And now, you are stepping back into that power again. Little by little, you will begin to see it. You will remember the promises spoken over your life years ago. You will start to notice pieces of your vision returning. The dreams that felt buried were not gone. They were waiting. Waiting for you to be ready. And now you are ready. You are finally ready. There is a door before you, in your spirit, in your energy, in your emotions. It has been closed for what feels like forever. But now, it is opening. The lock is breaking. And behind it is everything you have been praying for. Peace, stability, clarity, purpose, protection, deep love, all of it waiting for you. And heaven did not just give you access tonight. Heaven opened it fully. Will you walk through? Not carrying fear. Not carrying old pain. But with trust. With openness. With a belief that you deserve what is good. Because you do. You always have. Every rejection you faced was not meant to break you. It redirected you. Every person who left was not a loss. It was space being made. Every closed door was not punishment. It was protection. And now you can see it more clearly. The timing, the delays, the losses, the questions, all of it led you here. To this moment. To this invitation. You are now walking under divine covering. That means even when you make mistakes, you are still covered. Even when you fall, you are still protected. Even when doubt appears, God will still meet you. Not because of what you have done, but because of who He is. And He is faithful. So when tomorrow comes, move differently. Stand taller. Speak gently but with strength. Smile more, not because everything is perfect, but because you now know you are protected. And when fear whispers, what if it all falls apart again, answer it. What if it all finally comes together? Because this time, it will. You are not going back to the same life. You are stepping into a sacred one. And heaven is celebrating. Archangel Michael is still here, his sword raised, his wings open. He smiles because this time you listened. This time you felt it. This time you stayed. This time you chose light. So here is the final prayer. Speak it if it feels right. Let it settle in your heart. God, I receive the peace you have been offering me. I accept the love I once believed I did not deserve. I open the doors I closed in fear. I release the pain I carried as protection. I surrender fully, completely, and willingly. Let your angels fill this home. Let your presence fill my heart. I say yes. I say thank you. And I say amen. Now breathe. Let the quiet settle within you. And when you close your eyes tonight, remember this. You are not alone. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. And what begins from this moment forward will feel like a miracle, because it is. You are still here. And that means heaven's message is still alive within you. And beloved, this is not something small. This is everything. Because most people skip. They scroll past. They ignore the whisper. But not you. You stayed. You listened. And because of that, the blessing meant for this night, it reached you. Let me tell you something sacred now, something you need to hold deep within your heart. You are already inside the miracle. Most people think miracles arrive as loud, sudden moments. But the truth is, they begin quietly. They begin like this. A soft knowing, a calmness in your mind, a warmth in your heart, the tears forming in your eyes. The feeling like you are remembering something sacred your soul always knew. That is the miracle. The shift has already begun within you. Everything else will follow. Do not be surprised if tomorrow feels lighter. If you smile more easily. If the same problems do not weigh on you the same way. That is not you becoming careless. That is you becoming free. Tonight was not just a message. It was deliverance. Silent, unseen, undeniable deliverance. Something lifted from you while you were reading. Something heavy, something dark, something that was never yours to carry. And now there is space for peace, for light, for God. You will begin to notice signs. Maybe through numbers like 1111, 222, 777. Maybe through timing, things arriving exactly when needed. People appearing with answers to questions you never even spoke. That is how heaven moves. Quiet, precise, unexpected, yet always perfectly timed. Archangel Michael is not finished. He has been assigned to walk with you for the next 7 days. 7, the number of completion. That means what was unfinished in your life is now being completed, restored, and rewritten in this season. You will feel His presence when you need it most. That wave of peace, that sudden strength when you thought you had none left, that is Him. Sent by God. Assigned by divine order. Protecting you like a warrior. Standing with you like a friend. And remember this deeply, you are not behind. You did not miss your moment. You did not ruin your destiny. God is not counting your mistakes. He is counting your returns. And tonight, you returned. Not to fear. Not to pressure. But to truth, to peace, to God. Your path is blessed. Even the detours, even the delays, even the breakdowns, all of it has been woven together into something meaningful. A testimony that will one day help someone else. You will not just make it through. You will guide others through. Your past did not disqualify you. It prepared you. Your pain did not end you. It awakened you. Your loneliness was not punishment. It was preparation. Because you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to lead others out. You will begin to hear people say something feels different about you. They may not understand it, but they will feel it. That is because you have been marked by heaven, covered in light. You will not need many words. Your energy will speak. Your peace will teach. Your stillness will shift environments. That is the anointing. It is not loud, but it is undeniable. And soon, not far from now, someone who feels broken will stand where you once stood. Tired, overwhelmed, searching. And you will remember this night. You will remember how it felt to be reached, to be seen, to be told not to skip this. And you will speak. You will write. You will share your light. And heaven will whisper, "This is why I sent Michael. This is why I sent this message. This is why I never gave up on you. Now breathe. This is your confirmation. This is your covering. This is your calling. Your past did not disqualify you. It prepared you. Your pain did not destroy you. It awakened you. Your loneliness was not punishment. It was preparation. Because you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to lead others forward. You will begin to notice people saying something has changed in you. They may not find the words, but they will feel it. That is because you are marked by heaven, surrounded in light. You will not have to explain yourself. Your presence will speak. Your calm will influence. Your stillness will move what words cannot. That is the anointing. Quiet, yet powerful. And one day, very soon, someone hurting will stand where you once stood. Searching, tired, unsure. And you will remember this moment. You will remember how it felt to be guided, to be seen, to be told do not skip this. And you will share. You will speak. You will become the light for someone else. And heaven will whisper again, "This is why I chose you." Now breathe again. This is your confirmation. This is your protection. This is your calling. Tonight, your home is surrounded with light. Your body is surrounded with healing. Your heart is surrounded with comfort. Your future is surrounded with favor. And your spirit, beloved, your spirit is shining because heaven is here, and heaven is not leaving. Rest peacefully tonight. Wake with joy tomorrow. Because the old version of you has passed. And the true you, the chosen you, the anointed you, has finally stepped forward. And as you step into this new beginning, trust that everything unfolding in your life is being guided with precision. Even the smallest shift, even the quietest moment, carries purpose. You may not always understand it right away, but your spirit will recognize the peace behind it. That peace is your confirmation that you are walking in alignment. That you are no longer moving blindly, but being led with care, with intention, with divine wisdom that sees far beyond what your eyes can see. And beloved, never forget this feeling you carry right now. This calm, this warmth, this quiet strength within you. Return to it whenever the world feels heavy again. Because this is your truth now. This is your foundation. No matter where life takes you, this light within you will remain. It will guide you, protect you, and remind you again and again that you were always chosen, always covered, and always deeply loved by heaven.